I honestly want to know why she left this part. According to her, this was the most viral moment of the whole Fox interview. According to her, this is the most viral moment. And she only spoke about that. So that anticipated interview that she also spoke that she was going to clearly look into, this is the only part that she spoke. So I'm wondering why, or I'm thinking, why did she left the part before? Because if you will actually take into consideration, uh, give an opinion or listen to Erika, you would respect where she is at. You would understand where she is at, and maybe you will stop all your speculations, because I will assume that you will care about how Erika Kirk thinks. You will respect what Erika Kirk thinks. You will know perfectly who is Erika Kirk, because you know Charlie Kirk very well. And something else that I want to point out. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong. I have been on top of, for the most part, every single episode that Candace Owens has spoken about. I have never heard Candace Owens said, I need to call Erika Kirk. I spoken to Erika Kirk. Before any video that I posted, I called her. I'm concerned about her. I want to see how she's doing. I want to see how her kids are doing. I gave her my condolences. She has never said that. Why? Is that normal? Coming from somebody that, oh my gosh, she is the best friend. Wouldn't this be the right person to be asking questions to Erika Kirk? Wouldn't this be the right person to be concerned and sending her clips? Listen, I am so sorry about my concerns. Maybe, this is not the right moment. But look, I saw this video. I received this email. Look at this person in this clip. Look at that person in that clip. Everything that she is doing. Wouldn't she be talking to Charlie's Kirk's wife about this? Wouldn't this be the right person? She claims to be so close to Charlie Kirk that she knows everything, that she knows how TPUSA runs, the ins, the outs, giving suggestions about how she should run, that she shouldn't be, for the moment, she shouldn't be the CEO. I mean, she knows everything. Wouldn't she be the first person to do this if she is so concerned? Wouldn't she? She hasn't done it. She has not done it. Not once have she said, I have spoken to Erika Kirk directly. Have you contacted her? Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this.
Keeping with Erika's interview, she was asked directly, and this is probably the most viral moment from the sit down, about how she personally feels about the conspiracy theories that are circulating regarding his murder. And here is her answer.
There's other theories swirling around about Charlie's assassination.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
When everything happened, my phone died.
Now, this is the section before what Candace posted.
Charlie was answering a question about trans violence when he was murdered. Do you think that was a coincidence?
I don't believe in coincidences.
Do you think they've caught your husband's killer? Do you think they've caught your husband's killer?
So, something I'm so grateful for is that we have one of the most incredible teams for this case. I would never wish it upon anybody to have to go through what we are going through. To have seen the autopsy report, to have seen the different evidence portions that have been collected, I trust our team.
There's other theories swirling around about Charlie's assassination.
Right.
How does that make you feel?
When everything happened, my phone died and became a black hole. I just didn't turn it on for weeks. But just some grace would be nice.
So I think it's a gracious answer, and I think it's a gracious request to, assert first and foremost, that people are doing this because they care and they care about Charlie. And also, this was a traumatic event that the entire world experienced. And also, the reason why the internet is investigating is because the feds aren't. And not only are they not investigating, they're telling some pretty obvious lies, right? Number one being that he was shot by a 30-06 and stopped the bullet when, in a normal circumstance, it would have decapitated him. Like a 30-06 would decapitate someone. And because they've been so ridiculous and then gaslighting us at being like, you're dishonoring Charlie's legacy, people are digging their feet in the ground because it's just disrupts us spiritually to watch something like that and then be told like nothing to see here. Now, here's what I will say about her request to consider the people that were there that day. The people that were there that day experienced a trauma because they watched Charlie Kirk die, or maybe they didn't see him die, maybe watching it shot, heard the shot, who knows what the exact specs are. This is where it's going to be really hard for Erika to be a CEO and to be somebody who is a widow at the same time, right? Because the messaging that is coming out of Turning Point USA, so this is Erika in her CEO and her chairman capacity, has just been unacceptable, right? It can't be both. It can't be, okay, everybody, we're going to keep going, and, Mikey's going to take over for Charlie at his Liberty event that he has, which is going to be sold out, and Turning Point USA people who are directors of faith are going to be telling you, like, Mikey's got what it takes, here's what, blah, 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 and then Mikey's going to tell stories about that day, go on a show multiple times, Andrew's going to talk about it, everyone's going to talk about it, and they don't want to talk about the stuff that we care about. Like, this is what it means to have a podcast, right? You can't want fame only on your command. This is kind of the Meghan Markle thing, right, that we talk about. And I'm quoting this to Mikey McCoy. It's like everybody wants to be famous until you're famous, okay? We want privacy now. Well, it doesn't actually work that way. You don't get to be like, I want to marry you and I want to be a princess and then become a princess. You're like, well, I want to be a princess, right? It's kind of, you got to pick one or the other. So if there were Turning Point individuals who were so traumatized that day and they needed to go away, I mean, I had to go away for 2 weeks to collect my thoughts about the trauma that I saw having watched it. And a lot of people I know that had to take breaks. I had to take the show off the air for a couple of days and they just, needed time to process. It'd be a little bit different. Actually, it almost came across like they needed zero time to process and they were kind of annoyed that the world needed time to process. And then the things that they were telling us were lies. We were able to factually debunk things that we were being told. And then you've got people like Tyler, who's featured in this, Tyler Boyer, who you're the chairman and the CEO. Tyler Boyer is a sexual deviant, right? Why do we have to give, because he was at the hospital, give him grace? It's like, no, this is the company. This is now what's at the head of the company. Charlie's not there. We want to make sure that this company is going to be committed to truth. We want to make sure this company is not going to be telling us that we can't care about this or not be focused on that, because we need to decide whether this is still the same company. That's what it means, right? Is this still the same company? And so I think with the McCoy thing, everyone wanted a stage until you got a stage, okay? And people started going lie, right? Case in point, Alex Clark wanted to do the Wall Street Journal thing until caught this little lie. And it's like, what are you saying this thing about Catholics? That's not true, okay? Take the stage or don't take the stage, but it can't be in between. And then suddenly when the public turns against you, I don't want a stage anymore. That would be my response to that. And I do not have any sympathy for Rob McCoy. I have no sympathy for Mikey McCoy. I have no sympathy for Tyler Boyer. I think telling the truth is a very easy thing to do when you have a microphone. And if you don't want to tell the truth, it just makes you look more suspicious. And I can give you an example of that. There was some kid who was wearing green at this.
What is it that she heard? Didn't you just hear Erika Kirk said, I trust the evidence. I seen the autopsy. I trust my team, the lawyers, the evidence. Did you hear that? She's not, because she's gonna run with this until the end. Until the end. And that is not what a best friend does to his wife, to his legacy, and to everyone and everything that Charlie Kirk loved. So honestly, I hope and pray that you come to your senses, that you realize that you have taken it too far. Asking questions, it's okay, because we could ask questions. But pointing fingers and making accusations just because you say so, that is completely, totally wrong. And if you hear what your best friend's wife is saying, and if you don't trust her, then what are you saying about her? What are you saying mainly about Charlie Kirk? He's dumb. He didn't know how to choose his wife. He didn't know how to choose his team. Is that what you're saying? Maybe you say, but I don't trust them. Okay. Do you trust Erika Kirk? No, you don't trust Erika Kirk? Basically, that's what you're saying. You're saying that Erika Kirk is also not saying the truth. You just heard her. I know you heard her in the interview. You chose not to speak about it. She said, I trust my team. I trust my lawyers. We have one of the best team. You're going to tell me that Erika Kirk does not care about Charlie Kirk's murder? That Erika Kirk is going to lie her teeth and run with whatever the feds are saying if it wasn't true? Because it's not just the feds investigating. It's also her lawyer and her team and her You don't think she's on top of the evidence? You don't think she's on top of the case? You don't think she's actually doing it, or she's just sitting down, maybe not even crying? You think that's what she's doing, Candace Owens? Questioning how she should run her own company because she does not have the capacity at the moment because she's a widow? Who are you to say what capacity she has? Maybe she's not you. Maybe you don't have the capacity that she has. Obviously, you don't know who she is. Who does that? That's degrading, belittling somebody. Who does that? The best friend of Charlie Kirk is saying that she does not have the capacity because she right now she's grieving, she's a widow. What do you know? TPUSA, well, I mean, yeah, you don't care about what they have to say, but they said that that's Charlie's wish for her, if anything happened to him, for her to be the CEO. Who are you to say, anything about her or the decisions that she's making or how to run a company or like, oh, this is going to be the end of TPUSA? Who are you? I don't know, but this is not how a best friend that just died, that got assassinated, this is not how she acts. You're not asking questions. You're pointing fingers. You are accusing everybody and everything around him. And that does not sit right with me and with many. So I really hope that you come to your senses, that you go ask God. Go ask God, pray, maybe, maybe my emotions, because we are emotional. Maybe my emotions, you say you're pregnant. Maybe your emotions are just, taking over you in your common sense. Pray. Discernment. And care about Erika Kirk. Call her, dude. Call her. Have you called her? Have you checked up on her? Have you checked up on her kids? Have you say, hey, Erika Kirk? Have you done that? I'm asking questions. Have you called Erika Kirk and asked, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? I see everything that's going on, and I'm part of it. And of course, you're not going to say that. But have you done that?